Broadcast 3 of 4 here today on KNDY FM 95.5. Max Blasky back with you from Great Bend, Kansas on Barton Community College campus, home of the Cougars, as we await boys action in Class 1A Division II between the 2-seeded Axtell Eagles and the 6-seeded Lebo Wolves. Earlier today, Hanover Lady Wildcats were victorious over Northern Valley 56-28. That'll mean Wildcats will play in their second straight 1A Division II state championship Saturday at 6 o'clock. That game will be right here on KNDY. Elsewhere around the league, I guess the state TVL Action or TVL Power Centralia fell to State Power Little River here just moments ago, 52-42. Earlier today, too, as well, the Valley Heights Lady Mustangs fell in Class 2A action to 5-seeded Riverside, 53-44. Lady Mustangs will play in the third and fourth place game now, noon on Saturday. About 10 minutes away from tip-off here between Axtell and Lebo. This is a rematch of last year's semifinal game, too, as well. Axtell was your 2-seed in that one. Lebo was your 6-seed as well. Awfully same teams, too, as well. We'll get into that here in just a little bit. Of course, Lebo came away with the upset bid, 68-52. Wolves went on to fall to Greeley County 49-43 in the title game. Meanwhile, Axtell fell to Southern Gray then in the third and fourth place game as they fell to South Central 59-45 in that one. So redemption for the Axtell boys coming up here tonight. Both of these teams long trips from out east, about a 3-hour drive for both of these squads, but we're getting ready for the next 32 minutes of basketball here on KNDY. A big thank you to our sponsors making the Axtell broadcast possible: B&D Buildings, Axtell Car Wash, Little Joe's Service, Eagle HVAC and Plumbing, Western National Bank, Axtell Trust, SBS Insurance of Seneca, Hometown Lumber of Marysville and Axtell Lumber, Moonlight Restoration, Rob Olmstead and Olmstead Real Estate, Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics of Seneca. Axtell boys and Lebo boys about ready to tip off here in just a few minutes on KNDY. Of course, our broadcast here on KNDY, also online at KNDYradio.com and in the free KNDY FM mobile app. Axtell boys vying for a shot at a state title on the hardwood, as well as claiming one on the gridiron earlier this year. Can they do it? We'll preview both of these teams when we come back after this word.
B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-framed buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
Little Joe's 66 Service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe's 66 Service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and excavation services, there's only one call to make. Eagle HVAC and Heating. Formerly Dave's Hardware in Axtell, the guys at Eagle HVAC and Heating look forward to continuing the success they've built over the years. Offering all heating, ventilation, air conditioning needs, as well as carrying a wide variety of name-brand appliances. They do plumbing and electrical, as well as excavation service. Give Eagle HVAC and Heating a call today in Axtell.
Wall-to-wall state basketball coverage continues on KNDY with Axtell boys and Lebo boys up for you next. Looking at both of these teams here in a semifinal matchup First for Lebo, they come in as the number 6 seed, same as they did last year when they knocked off Axtell in this same position. They are 17-7 on the year under head coach Dennis Becker. Boys looking to get back to the state title game for the second time in 2 years, looking for their first state title since 1998 are the Lebo Wolves. They are led this season by Grayson Shoemaker. The big shooting guard for the Wolves will go 6'2". He is a 1,000-point scorer in his career, averages nearly 20 points a game, and got that easily the other night versus Northern Valley. Lebo ran away, or actually snuck away with that contest late, 59-56, 21 points from, 18 points from Grayson Shoemaker in that one. But Lebo boasts a pair of double-digit scores on the season. Zach Oswald had 21 in that game. He averages 16 and 9 rebounds on the season, not to be outdone. Andrew Conrad, who averages 7 and 4 on the year, put in 10 points, along with Dominic Reisner, 10 points too for the Wolves, and that's going to be the 4 for Lebo here today. Your other starter is Caleb Durst, who we'll get into in just a little bit, but 4 players scored all 59 points for Lebo the other night in the win versus Northern Valley, and they do have size, as all but one starter goes 6'2" or above. As for the Axtell Eagle boys, they are 2-2 under ninth-year head coach Jason Tynan, making their 11th trip to state, 4th under Tynan, as they won it back in 2013. Of course, the boys came up short last year, placing 4th after a loss versus South Central, 59-45. Axtell led by the big 3 of Colin Shaughnessy, Brandon Schmelsley, and Eli Brocksterman. Those 3 scored in double digits for the Eagles the other evening. Eli led the way with 18 points, leads on the season too as well at 13.6 a game. Brandon right behind him at 13.5. And Colin Shaughnessy, the sharpshooter, at 11.5 per game. But this is a very deep Axtell team. Freshman Wyatt Detweiler, Grady Bussing, Grant Bussing off the bench. Logan Sandman, the lengthy freshman, has been playing well here as of late and getting back a key piece off of last year's squad. Sophomore Landon Schmitz playing in just his, let me do the math here real quick, this will be his 4th game this season after coming off that torn rotator cuff. Adds some good depth for head coach Tynan at that guard position. So it'll be depth versus, I guess, scoring experience and a top-scoring matchup in the Lebo Wolves versus the Axtell Eagles. We're going to take one more time out, take a little bit better look at both of these teams as we preview our second of 2 semifinal action games here on KNDY.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
Calling all ranchers and livestock owners. Safeguard your herd with livestock risk protection insurance. Protect your investment against market volatility and unexpected losses. Whether you raise cattle or pigs, ensure your livelihood with coverage tailored to your needs. Don't leave your profits to chance. Secure your future in the barn and the market. Livestock risk protection, because your animals and your bottom line deserve the best defense. Call SBS Insurance now to fence in your financial security.
Max Blasky Mac with you on the Barton County Community College campus in Great Bend, Kansas, as the Axtell boys and Lebo boys get ready for tip-off here in just a few minutes. Final thoughts before we bring you starting lineups after our last time out. Axtell, in order to be victorious, we talked about it, the big four for Lebo in the names of Reisner, Shoemaker, Conrad, and Oswald. Oswald, of course, your 20-point per game scorer on to the season, actually 18 points per game. Meanwhile, Shoemaker, 1,000-point scorer on the season. They're going to have to limit those two. Brandon Schmelsley and Eli Brocksterman, along with Wyatt Detweiler, are going to have to play excellent defense, and I think this is a game that Landon Schmitz can really make his name renowned to the state officials here if a good defensive game plan is instituted by head coach Jason Tynan. As for the Lebo Wolves, I guess if you're looking for their key to victory, don't let Axtell run. This is a team that 1 through 5 rebounds the heck out of the ball. They all rebounded extremely well, too, in this one. Axtell, of course, looking to get back to the state tournament game for the first time since 2013, the last time the Eagles won a championship. We're taking one more timeout. Semifinal action between Axtell and Lebo. Up for you next here on KNDY.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
Make every job easier with one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. For any project inside or out, if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, get the tools you need, including Milwaukee, DeWalt, Stanley, and more. Battery-operated tools offer the convenience and mobility with the power to get the job done quickly every time. Stocked with all the blades, bits, and accessories for your convenience as well. Check out the power tools selection today and get the work started on your schedule with Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
It is time for semifinal action in boys contest. Winner of this one will go on to face 4-seeded Cunningham, who was victorious today over top-seeded Dighton 61-58. That game will be a matchup for a 1A Division II state championship tomorrow at 4 p.m. Winner of this game will get an opportunity and a crack at a title. It would be the first one for Axtell since 2013. It would be the first one for Lebo since 1988. This is a rematch of last year's semifinal matchup. Lebo took Axtell 68-52 after Axtell entered the state tournament 20-4. They entered this state tournament 21-2. They were runners-up in TVL regular season title. They were champions for the second straight year in the tournament. We're going to give you starting lineups now. First for the Lebo Wolves. Entered this tournament now 16-7, a battle-tested squad as they handed Opie one of their 3 losses this season. The Wolves also upset the number 1 seed in the sub-state finals, Elrina Christian, to get at this opportunity at a state game, and they are already playing upset spoiler here in Great Bend. The 6-seeded Lebos took out 3-seeded Northern Valley Wednesday night, 59-56 on the back of 20 points from Zach Oswald, get that one right by the end of it, and 18 points by Grayson Shoemaker. Starting lineups now for you. First for the 6-seeded Lebo Wolves. They are head coached by Dennis Becker. 17-7 on the season. It'll be all starters action in this one, so pay attention to the top 5. Number 1, Caleb Durst, the 5'9" junior, will run point for this high-scoring Lebo team. Dominic Reisner, a 6-foot senior at shooting guard, number 3. Number 21 and a 1,000-point scorer in his career, Grayson Shoemaker, 6'2", senior, lengthy, and can let it fly from outside. Number 23, Andrew Conrad, a 6'3 junior. And rounding out the starting five for Lebo, number 33, Zach Oswald, a 6'3 junior. Wolves will go Durst, Reisner, Shoemaker, Conrad, and Oswald for their starting five. All five played key minutes against this Axtell squad last year, and this Axtell squad does not forget that contest. Came in here hot after a 59-44 victory over Buckland. Boys were feeling good, but found a brick wall in the Lebo Wolves. Starting lineups now for the Axtell Eagles. Under head coach Jason Tynan in his 9th year, his 4th trip to state. The Eagles now at 22-2 on the season. Eagles will go number 10, Eli Brockstrom, a 6' junior. Number 12, Wyatt Detweiler, a 5'9 freshman. Number 23, Colin Shaughnessy, a 6' sophomore. Number 25, Brandon Schmelsley, a 6'2 junior. And number 34, Grady Bussing, a 6'2 senior. Eagles are led by Brockstrom and Schmelsley and Shaughnessy on the season, all averaging over 10 points per game. But Bussing can easily go off for 10. Detweiler the same. And coming off the bench, this is a deep Axtell team that will go 8 deep for sure. We're looking at Landon Schmitz, Logan Salmon, and probably Grant Bussing getting action here in this one with the bigger Zach Oswald across the way. Lebo will be in their road red, wolves in white across their chests, white numbers front and back. Axtell home crowd, white jerseys, red stripe down the side, blue Axtell on the chest, blue numbers on front and back. It's a good crowd for both of these squads as both of them have the 3.5 or 3+ hour drive to get out to Great Bend. Axtell boys looking for a crack at a championship on the hardwood. They've already won 3 in a row on the gridiron. The senior class looking to make a statement in Axtell history and looking for their first state championship since 2013. Environment is rocking here from Great Bend. Max Blasky tonight. It is Schmelsley. It is Conrad in the jump circle. First one goes up, goes to the Eagles, right into the hands of girls head coach Brad Brocksterman, and it'll stay with the Eagles on the first possession. Our game tonight on KNDY FM 95.5, online at KNDYradio.com, and of course in the free KNDY FM mobile app. First possession will go down to Zach Oswald, the 6'3 junior, probably goes about 250 down there. Grady Bussing will have his hands full. Little spinner inside there from Reiser. Reiser misses his first shot. That's actually Caleb Durst who gets the first shot there against Wyatt Detweiler, and it is a miss. Will be the key here for Axtell this evening. Can your other 3 main defenders play? Obviously, Brandon Schmelsley, best on-ball defender that this Eagles squad has. Right behind him, Wyatt Detweiler, but Schmelsley will match up with the before-mentioned Shoemaker for most of these offensive possessions. Of course, Axtell will look to attack the glass offensively. Inside, Wyatt Detweiler up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Oswald. Back the other way comes Lebo as Axtell got a shot right at the rim. Now steal by Schmelsley. There's the defensive stop that Axtell was looking for earlier. Grady Bussing at the other end on a beautiful pass from Brandon Schmelsley. Lays it up and down for the first 2 of the game. Axtell strikes here first in the first 60 seconds. Man-to-man defense here for the Eagles as Lebo will work it left to right as we look at it. Durst with kind of a slingshot 3. That one's going to be off, goes to the opposite side of the floor and out of bounds off Lebo. So the 2 names to pay attention to tonight for the Wolves, it is Grayson Shoemaker and Zach Oswald down low. Shoemaker, a 1,000-point scorer on the season, leads this team with 19.3 points per game. Oswald not far behind him, almost averages a double-double at 16 points and 9.5 boards per game. And you can tell down low, big boy's going to go 6'3", mentioned it, about 200 pounds. Axtell will need to get on the offensive glass, but they do that so well, 1 through 5. All guards really attack that glass on a missed shot. Here's a block by Oswald inside. Eli Brocksterman had trouble getting that around the big guy. Back comes Lebo. Will be imperative 2 for Axtell. 2 run and a travel will be called on Lebo. Eli Brocksterman stepped in, looked to take the charge. Forced a walk on Lebo. Second turnover now for the Wolves. just going to finish that thought, but imperative for Axtell to run here in transition. Lebo will only go about 6 deep, and Oswald and those boys not as flight of feet as this Axtell squad. Smelsley up and under, no good. Bussing almost got the board. It'll go back now to the Wolves. All 3 shots now for Axtell have been right at the rim. Reisner will bring it across the timeline, going against Brockman, kicks it out. Durst thought about a 3, already 0 for 2 from the floor. Won't shoot that one. Oswald, top of the key, hands it off now Conrad. Conrad trying to get downhill on Shaughnessy. Sharpshooter doing a good job defensively as this length for Axtell really bothering Lebo early on. Good contest, Wyatt Detweiler on Grayson Shoemaker. Shoemaker looking for a foul, but Detweiler did a good job. Cross-court skip pass. Brockman, 3-ball right corner. That one's hard off the rim, no good. A little bit too excited there for the junior. Tends to happen when you get into a magnitude of this game. Of course, Axtell easily handled Beloit St. John Tipton the other night, 54-32. The Eagles actually had a close first quarter. They only led by 2, but outscored Beloit St. John Tipton 30-12 in the second half to come away with that victory. Lebo's still scoreless as they turn it over for the 3rd time now, unofficially here in the first quarter. Just rolled under 5 minutes. Shaughnessy fires a 3. That one's off the far side. No good offensive rebound. Eli Brockman. Now it will go new. Thought it went off Brockman, but as they're going to say, it goes off Shoemaker. Shoemaker did a good job fighting with him. Here comes the first sub off the bench for head coach Jason Tynan, and you talk about the ability of this team to adapt to whoever they play with. Grant Bussing, who I did not see very much in the sub-state against Blue Valley and then Hanover, as Brockman misses that 12-footer, will be the first one called off the bench to tangle with Oswald down low. Left side now, Reiser tries to get inside the lane, kicks it out. Durst, right corner, inside against the freshman Detweiler, and a travel. 4 turnovers here for Lebo early on as this Axtell defense has been smothering so far. Lebo's only got 2 shots off, and they're from kick-out attempts. One was a blatantly missed airball 3 from the far corner. Detweiler top side will start this offensive possession. Little give and go out top between Shaughnessy and Smelsley. Detweiler trying to get downhill to that left side. Kicks it to Grant in the corner. Now Eagles will reset top of the key. Axtell so deliberate in their offensive possessions, as are every good team in the state. Smelsley from the free throw line. Jump fakes. Now gets it off the Brockman right elbow. Elbow trying to back down Conrad. Good defense here from Lebo, though. Axtell not forcing a shot. Brockman tries to take a baseline. Now back up top Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy one-on-one against Reisner. Good one-on-one individual defense here by Lebo early on. We've already went through 5 minutes of play, almost 3:40 left to play. 2-0 is our score here early on. Defensive battle. Axtell will be content to run offense as they do. Detweiler screen and roll, looking to get it inside to Grant Bussing. Smelsley won't throw it in, now calls out for another screen. Eagles continuing to run clock here. Held this possession for getting close to 60 seconds. Smelsley down the lane, and a foul will be called on Andrew Conrad. First one on the junior for the Wolves. This is game number 3 of 4 tonight. Bruce Deerkin will have the call as the Frankfort Lady Wildcats tip off against Southern Gray at 8 o'clock tonight on FM 95.5. That will round out our broadcast schedule tonight, but be prepared. We'll be right back at it tomorrow as we already have one state championship game we're going to be at. That is the Hanover Lady Wildcats as they took care of Northern Valley earlier this evening, 56-28. 2 missed shots inside. Brandon Schmelsley and Grant Bussing couldn't get the Easy Bunnies to go from inside the lane, and Axtell was empty in that possession. Here's a fake on a 3, driving inside, scoop layup by Reisner. Reisner misses. Lebo still scoreless here in the first 3 minutes. Shaughnessy down low, Bussing up, left-handed shot wild there for Grant Bussing, just a little bit too quick for head coach Jason Tynan's liking as he's going to go with Landon Schmitz now. Back at the other end through the contact. Misses the bunny with Andrew Conrad. Hit every part of the rim besides the bottom of the neck. Smelsley the other way. Carry. Turnover Axtell. Grady Bussing back in along with Landon Schmitz, the 6'9 sophomore. Like I said, let me see. He had 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th game back this season, averaging 6 points in those games. A defensive stomper was Smith's last year, was really starting to come into his own late in the season. And if you look long-term for this Axtell squad, Wyatt Detweiler, a freshman, Colin Shaughnessy, a sophomore, Landon Schmitz, a sophomore. Axtell should be good here for the next couple of years. Foul will be called on Brandon Schmelsley there as he ran through the screen set by Shoemaker. First one there for Schmelsley. This will stay with Lebo's ball. 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 is our score. Low point by Grady Bussing on the first or second play of the game for Axtell. Trying to get baseline is Shoemaker. Up and under shot. That one goes down. Goes to show you why he's a 1,000-point scorer in his career. Split Schmelsley and Grady on that one to put it up for 2. We're knotted up now. First quarter action. Schmelsley out top. Doesn't use the screen from Grady. Now gets it off. Eli Brockman into the lane, but a foul will be called on Grayson Shoemaker. He had all ball up top. I don't think they're going to give it to him, though. No, that's going to be on Zach Oswald. So the big man for Lebo picks up his first personal foul, and now Eli Brockman at the line for 2 free throws. Axtell right around 60% on the season as a team. Brockman calmly knocks down that first one. First points here for the junior. Brockman led the way with 18 points the other night versus St. John's Beloit Tifton. He was 3 for 8 from behind the line, 3 for 4 from the line, and he's going to continue that going. 2 for 2 on that one. Axtell takes the early 4-2 lead. Across the timeline now, Shoemaker will set this one up for the Wolves. Around the horn it goes into the hands of Conrad. Conrad hard into the lane. Now here comes Durst. Good defense there by Logan Schmitz. 3 seconds being called, and now Lebo throws it away. That's already turnover number 5 unofficially for Lebo here in the first quarter, and Lebo will go to the bench. Aiden Ferguson, the 6-foot freshman, will get the call here this evening. Lebo mentioned it in the opening. It is a short bench for this squad. Of course, they do fill out all 12, but they'll play only 6. So 6 out there now for Lebo. Little elevator screen for Broxman, top side. Good defense by the Wolves. Now Shaughnessy down left baseline. Little inside pass to Bussy, maybe one too many. Axtell turns it over. Shaughnessy had an opportunity at the rim, trying to get his big man just a better shot. Shoemaker now quickly across the timeline. Reiser will set it up with 66 left. Reiser left side against Brockman and Schmelsley. Good double team there. We'll have to kick it back out to Shoemaker as he resets for the Wolves. Trying to get right baseline. Good defense. Schmelsley kicks out 3. Conrad, no, but a foul on Landon Schmitz. The sophomore got too close to the shooter, and that is a back-breaking foul as Axtell played excellent defense on that possession, and will send Andrew Conrad to the line for 2 free throws, or 3 free throws, and an opportunity here to take this early lead. First free throw up and down for the junior. Second one upcoming now for the righty. One quick bounce, that right hand. Second one, good-looking shot, but that one misses. Substitution now is Caleb Durst right back into the contest. Third of 3 shots now for Andrew Conrad for Lebo. Misses. That one goes 1 for 2. Defensive rebound pulled down Landon Schmitz. Schmitz the other way. Brockman cherry picking up. No good. Can't get that one to fall down. Axtell now about 0 for 3 from inside the 3-foot line. Just cannot get those bunnies to fall down. Back the other way, Shoemaker through the defense. Good defense by Colin Shaughnessy to stay tall on the 1,000-point score. Back the other way, Shaughnessy left wing, thought about a 3, now kicks it out. Brockman, 3-ball left wing. No, halfway down and out, but Landon Schmitz, offensive rebound. Extra possession for Axtell with 5. Kicks it out, Smith top side, turns it over at the buzzer. Durst will get a shot off. No, he won't. Did not see the buzzer, and it is 4-3 at the end of first 8 minutes. Axtell is leading by 1. We'll be back after this.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
300. That's about 5'2".
Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Studio opens summer class enrollment March 15th. Engage your child in a fun, active environment during the summer with tumbling, cheer, jazz, and dance classes. From ages 18 months to 18 years, enroll in summer classes at littlestepsdance.com by March 15th.
KNDY has been your sports leader of local teams since the days of leather helmets. Well, okay, not that long, but since the days before the Blue Valley and Nemaha Valley Leagues combined, for over 40 years, KNDY has been your source for scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long. The game and technology may have changed, but our coverage remains the same. KNDY, your area sports leader, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
After an ugly first 8 minutes of basketball, Axtell leads 4-3 on the sixth turnover by Lebo here early on. Last time when these two teams met last year in the semifinal action, 120 points were scored combined. We're at 7 after the first 8 minutes. A defensive battle, I think, is what we're going to get here in this one. It was obliterably shooting. I don't even know if obliterate is a bad. If there's another word for bad, you tell me out there. Axtell shot at 8% from the field. Lebo, 14%. Only reason that is Axtell got up 5 more shots than Lebo in that first 8 minutes. We're going to go down low to Oswald against Bussing. Oswald up and through Grady Bussing. The big junior down low just goes right through the contact, as that's where Lebo likes to live. Obviously, first time seeing them here this year, but they have been going right at the rim, trying to draw these fouls onto these Axtell players, going through the contact. So far, they just haven't fallen for Lebo, but they're getting to the position. Good-looking shot there from the free throw line for Oswald. He calmly knocks down the free throw. That gives Lebo their first lead here with 45 seconds into the second quarter. 6-4 is our score. That Weiler cross-court skim pass to Schmelsley. Only 2 players to score for Axtell in that first quarter, Eli Brockschmidt and Grady Bussing. We're going to go back to Bussing now. Oswald, big one, picks up his second personal foul as the big man, not a smart play from the junior, just tried to reach his left hand around the back of Grady Bussing. And so a thin Lebo bench might get even thinner if he picks up another one here in the next 7 minutes. Logan Sandman, the 6'3 freshman, now into the contest for Axtell. Detweiler, Sandman, Schmelsley, Shaughnessy, and Brockschmidt instead of Shaughnessy out there for Axtell. Into the backcourt, nearly stolen. Left side, Sandman. Now back to Brockschmidt on the left wing as Eagles will get this set up on a 4-out, 1-in set. Schmelsley continuing to work inside, just can't find the mark. 0 for 3 for Brandon Schmelsley here early on. All short shot bunnies, too, as well. Inside, Oswald, back-to-back buckets, a 5-0 scoring run for the big junior from Lebo, as now it is a 4-point advantage, Wolves, here in the second quarter. Schmelsley out top, now gives it off to Detweiler. Head coach Jason Tynan wanting a timeout, and will finally get it. Axtell trailing here first quarter, 8-4.
Little Joe's 66 service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe's 66 service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
Axtell boys trail in this one 8-4 after they led 4-0 here early on. There were 7 combined points in that first quarter. Axtell shot 8%, 1 for 12 from the floor in that first 8 minutes. Lebo 1 for 7, 14%, but Axtell did make both of their free throws. Eagles out of the timeout now. Jason Tynan, in my opinion, one of the better coaches in the league out of timeout sets. We'll set one up here now for Smelsley. Smelsley looking for the screen from Bussing, but won't get it. Now swings it left side, Broxman. Broxman trying to get down low, kicks it out. Grady Bussing left wing, trying to get it inside the Sandmen. Axtell here just dormant offensively. They had opportunities at the rim, just haven't been able to finish. Smelsley turns the corner, takes it up for 2. Brandon Smelsley almost jumps over Dominic Reisner to finish that one, and the athletic ability of the lengthy 6'2 junior is shown off there. Threw it down twice versus Beloit St. John's. Darn near jumped over 6 foot there. Steal out top, no. Jump ball will be called. Good enough for a turnover, though. Brandon Smelsley forced it. Wyatt Detweiler on the floor. Back now towards the Eagles. See if Axtell can string together a few points. It was nick and tuck through the first quarter. Zach Oswald, 5-0 run here moments ago for Lebo to give them the 8-6 lead. Brandon Smelsley, his first bucket on 4 attempts moments ago. Smelsley now with it, top of the key. Smelsley, Broxman, Bussing, Grady out there, Sandman, and Detweiler. Broxman nearly loses it out top. Somehow goes on to it. Kicks it out wide. Detweiler left side going against Oswald with 3. That should have been a foul, but it's going to stay with Axtell. Oswald will pick up that block. I say it should have been a foul because he baseball swung at that one. Usually when you see that in high school sports, refs are going to call that. But the all ball up top, his second block now unofficially for the big 6'3 junior for Lebo. Eli Broxman cannot get anything going here. Good defense by Lebo. They're out of position. Sandman left block. Needs to make a move. Goes up through the foul, but will go to the line for 2 fouls is Logan Sandman. Lengthy 6'3 junior really came on here late into the season after getting some opportunities at the TVL tournament. Dominic Greisner will pick up his first personal foul, first one for Lebo in this quarter. Free throw up for Sandman, rattles home for the freshman. One more upcoming could tie us here at 8. Good Axtell crowd made the trek. Good Lebo crowd, too, as well on the other side. Of course, if this was down in Emporia like it had been a couple years ago, usually a home crowd for Lebo, but they had to make the trek out west this year as all state tournaments here west of I-70. Conrad into the lane, kicks it out now to Durst. Durst from the free throw line missed that one. 0 for 3 for the junior point guard now as Axtell quickly back the other way. Broxman college 3. That one's hard off the rim. No good. Sandman tracking it down, but it'll go out of bounds. Heard the comment the other night when I think Dusty Dinas was doing this Axtell game down here at Barton. There is the college three-point line and the high school three-point line. Didn't see it much in the girls' game in Hanover, but seen it here already. Broxman fired up 2 deep threes, deeper than normal. Have to be aware of where that line is. A foul will be called, I believe, on Brandon Smelsley as Grayson Shoemaker got right past him. Sophomore on senior crime there. And a big foul, second personal foul for Colin Shaughnessy now. Head coach Jason Tynan will roll the dice. We're going to leave him in there with 4 minutes left to play here before halftime. Coming up at half, we will take a look at first half stats and analysis as well as action elsewhere around the state today as Hanover Lady Wildcats already punched their ticket to a state title game. Axtell trying to do the same here. 3-ball kick out straight on, halfway down and out. Sandman has the board and then loses it out of bounds. Dominic Reisner fired up that 3. Good pressure by Caleb Durst to force that out of Sandman's hands. Goes about 6'3", probably about a 6'6" wingspan. Needed probably about 6'7" to keep that one in his fingertips. Regardless, it'll stay Lebo ball underneath their own basket. 8-7 is our score. In the corner, Shoemaker. 3-ball, no. Good board there by Sandman. Controls that one. 1,000-point scorer, Grayson Shoemaker. Only held to 2 points in that first quarter. Scoreless so far here in the second. Brocksterman top side, now kicks it to Smelsley. On the fake, tries to get inside. Good defense, though, by Lebo. Now Shaughnessy on the right wing. Screen from Bussing. Shaughnessy steps into a three. That one's short. No good. Grady Bussing, and they're fighting for it. Bodies go flying, and Logan Sandman comes up with that one. An extra possession here for Axtell. The freshman playing good offensively. Brocksterman out top, looking to get around the screen defense by Reisner. Now around the horn, has some high-low action, but will kick it right side to Smelsley. Brandon trying to get downhill, kicks it out to Sandman. Now inside to Bussing on the spin, up and down. Bussing misses the three-foot shot. And a foul will be called. No, a jump ball back to Lebo as Grant had that one in his hands. A beautiful pass, just couldn't quite finish that. A little bit too quick on his spin. Great spin move, though, around the big man Oswald. Just couldn't finish that play. Both teams not shooting it well here to start off with. 8-7 is our score. 2.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Durst dribbling around high post. Axtell will sag off of him. We're going to double Oswald down low. Now Durst into the lane against the taller Sandman. Gets Logan on the jump fake, and now Caleb Durst to the line for 2 free throws. As Logan Sandman will pick up his first personal foul. A heady move there by the junior. 5'9" going against 6'3". Just gave Sandman a little pump fake. Got him up in the air, and now 2 free throws here for the junior. Misses the first one. Landon Schmitz now in for Sandman. A more traditional lineup here. Grant Bussing, Landon Schmitz, Colin Shaughnessy, Brandon Schmelsley, and Eli Brocksterman out there for the Eagles. Second free throw misses 2. Schmelsley pulls down the board. White ball. It goes off of Durst. It is 8-7 here early in the first quarter. Over on that far sideline, Andrew Conrad trying to work out that left knee a little bit. Took a little stinger there, diving into the baseline. Looks to be okay, though, for Lebo. Eagles looking to regain the lead. They led 4-0 early on, but have trailed here the last couple minutes. Wild shot inside by Brocksterman, and Oswald just pulls that away from everyone. This is a second-half team, though, for Axtell, as they were, 5-1 in games this season when they trail at half, and there have been a lot of games that I've had an opportunity to call where they even led at halftime and just have more of a second-half team. Here's going to be a stoppage in play as Dominic Reisner wears glasses. They went flying off towards the baseline, so referee will stop action, allow for a substitution now as Grant Bussing will check out. Good minutes there for the senior who played sparingly there in sub-state. Of course, more of a matchup player is Bussing. Here under 2 minutes left to play. Axtell trailing this one 7-8. Right corner, Conrad trying to get inside. Kicks it out. Durst, top of the key. No good. Long rebound pulled down by Brocksterman. And now a steal will be taken away by Grayson Shoemaker. Shoemaker at the other end, up and down for 2. Second bucket for the 20-point-per-game scorer for Lebo on the turnover. Picked the pocket of Brandon Schmelsley as he tried to get the offensive possession rolling. Schmelsley trying to get downhill into the body of Oswald. No foul, but the bucket nonetheless for Brandon. There's 120 points scored between these two teams when they met up last year in the semifinals. There's 19 so far with 60 seconds left to go before halftime. Inside Shoemaker, little floater. That one's down, and that might spell trouble for this Axtell team. Back-to-back scores for Shoemaker. At the other end, Shaughnessy, baseline against Oswald. Through the contact, no good. Offensive rebound, Bussing up second, no good. Third one, jump ball is going to be called. It will stay with Axtell, though. Zach Oswald goes about 6'3" inside, has 2 fouls, but Axtell is jumping around him like he's Yao Ming down there, not really going into the body, trying to get that third foul, making it tough for the Axtell offense. Eagles need to get something here. It's been a couple minutes that they've been held, before the Smelsley shot, a couple minutes scoreless for Axtell. Winner of this game will play in a state championship contest on Saturday. Smelsley backdoor cut to Brocksterman. Up and down. No, Eli can't make that one. Offensive rebound pulled down, though, by Landon Schmitz. Tynan wanting a foul. Not going to get it on that one. Eli now 0 for 6 from the floor. 2 for 2 from the line, though. Topside Shaughnessy with 20 seconds left. Smith used the Shaughnessy screen. Tries to get downhill. Kicks it out Broxterman. Now at the elbow. Will be Bussing. Puts it up. Hits every part of the rim, but will not fall down for Grady Bussing. Lebo looking to extend this up past 3. Step back shot from the short corner. Shoemaker, no. Defensive board Schmelsley, and a foul will be called on Caleb Durst, 85 feet away from the bucket. Durst's first personal foul, and that comes with 1.6 here left. So Axtell will have one opportunity at a full court heave before we go into halftime. Broxterman looking for the full court pass, throws it in Schmelsley half court, tipped away, and that will send us to halftime. It is 12-9. Lebo leading this one at the end of 16 minutes. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Planning new construction? If it's an outbuilding, storage, home addition, or a new home, the pros at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber will help you put together everything you need from start to finish. They can help you with your design with recommendations and cost estimates, helping you find the right product at the right price. And it's delivered free for you when you're ready when you shop local. Everything you need for your dream home or a simple shed is at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Visit with them today.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Studio opens summer class enrollment March 15th. Engage your child in a fun, active environment during the summer with tumbling, cheer, jazz, and dance classes. From ages 18 months to 18 years, enroll in summer classes at littlestepsdance.com by March 15th.
At the end of the first half, Axtell trails this one at 12-9. Axtell led by 2 midway through that first quarter, as Axtell outscored Lebo 4-3 in the first 8 minutes. Lebo, though, came out with 9 points in the second quarter in what has been a absolutely defensive-minded game plan for both of these coaches. Finished a time or two before 120 points between these two teams last year. Only, what's my math at here real quick, 21 so far here in this first half. Of course, Axtell, though, a second-half team. They are 5-1 when trailing at halftime, including a come-from-behind semifinal win versus Blue Valley in the sub-state semifinals. So this Axtell team will not get rattled and usually come out shooting a lot better, and they're going to need to. It was porous for the Eagles in that first half. They shot 12% compared to 31% for Lebo, which, 31% still isn't that great. But Axtell shot 3 for 24, including 0 for 5 from behind the arc. 0 points so far from Colin Shaughnessy and Wyatt Detweiler. Eli Broxterman only with 2 on free throws. Brandon Schmelsley leading the way with 4. Those all came in the second quarter. 2 points for Grady Bussing and 1 point for Logan Sandman. But Axtell has had multiple opportunities inside short range 3 to 4 foot shots that just have not been able to fall. And even when the guards get inside, the 6'3" body build going about 200 of Zach Oswald for Lebo, deterring these Axtell guards from going strong to the hole like we've seen all season in the TVL. I'm sure head coach Jason Tynan will have some words for his boys at halftime. Elsewhere on the other side of this score sheet for Lebo, we mentioned it going into the opener. It was going to be all about Shoemaker, Oswald, and Conrad, and it has so far been tonight. Grayson Shoemaker, 6 points. He went on a 6-0 scoring run there, a 4-0 scoring run there late in the second quarter. 5 points for Zach Oswald and 1 point for Andrew Conrad. As again, it is 12-9 at halftime of this 1A Division II semifinal matchup between Axtell and Lebo. Already, Axtell out of the halftime locker room. They didn't even spend 4 full minutes in there. Boys, right back out on the floor. Let's get those misses out of our system and see what second half action has in score. We're going to take a timeout, come back, look at how action elsewhere around the state has rounded out today, and start giving you updates on where we plan to be tomorrow. Again at halftime, Axtell trailing 12-9.
D&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-framed buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. D&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. D&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. D&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it into the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
Sold 300. That's buyer 5-2.
Don't we all wish it was sunny and 70 degrees outside? Good news, this is the Midwest, and while it probably won't be tomorrow, those days aren't far off, and neither is planting season. Reviewing machinery insurance values before it comes out of the shed is easier than during claim time. We work with several different companies to offer options tailored to your individual operation. Give us a call, and one of our many knowledgeable farm agents would be happy to come out and help.
SBS Insurance, the home team. The answer is yes.
Axtell boys trailing Lebo 12-9 at halftime. Axtell led 4-3 at the end of the first quarter, but Lebo outscored them 9-5 there in that second. Elsewhere around the state in this Class 1A Division II bracket, Hanover Lady Wildcats punched their ticket to back-to-back state tournament games tomorrow at 6:15. That game will be right here on KNDY FM 95.5. They await the winner of the last game here tonight between 2-seeded Lebo and 3-seeded Wallace County. Elsewhere around the state, it was a good year for the TVL girls, as out of the 12 teams, or the final 12 teams in Class 2A, 1A Division I, and 1A Division II, 4 of them came from the TVL. Yes, that's a third of the final 12 teams in those states. Although Valley Heights and Centralia were not able to pull out wins today, it was still an excellent year. Centralia Panthers fall 50-42 to undefeated in state power Little River. Panthers will play for a third and fourth place game Saturday at 2 o'clock. Meanwhile, in 2A action, Valley Heights Lady Mustangs fell to Riverside, a team that was in the 2A state championship last year. Valley Heights falls 43-44. They will play for a third and fourth place game Saturday at noon. At halftime, it is 12-9. Axtell trailing this one. Shooting it out halftime are the boys, looking a little bit better, but we're going to need to shoot it a lot better than the 12% Axtell shot it in that first half. A trip to a state title game is on the line. Final 16 minutes coming up for you next here on KNDY.
For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and excavation services, there's only one call to make. Eagle HVAC and Heating. Formerly Dave's Hardware in Axtell, the guys at Eagle HVAC and Heating look forward to continuing the success they've built over the years. Offering all heating, ventilation, air conditioning needs, as well as carrying a wide variety of name-brand appliances. They do plumbing and electrical, as well as excavation service. Give Eagle HVAC and Heating a call today in Axtell.
Hey, farmers and ranchers, ready for planting season? Need a fuel buddy who's got your back? Kramer Oil is here for you. From Marysville to Jamestown, Longford, and everywhere in between, our 13 card lock locations keep you running smooth from sunup to sundown. Say goodbye to running on empty during planting. With Kramer Oil, you get reliable fuel services that fit just right with your farm's needs. Kramer Oil, powering your farm's success. Your go-to for fuel in Kansas and Nebraska.
Looking to build that dream home from the ground up or remodel your existing one? Let JD Construction handle everything from basements to roofing, windows, flooring, and new homes. Serving all of Northeast Kansas, call Jared today at 785-353-2313. Residential, agricultural, small or large projects. Consider a custom build from JD Construction. Providing the highest quality work, completed on time and on budget from a local company you can trust. From start to finish, it's JD Construction.
The right to play Cunningham in the 1A Division II state championship game tomorrow is on the line in the final 16 minutes. Axtell is going to need a very good offensive second half as they have scored only 9 points through the first 8 minutes. I don't have season stats, but that's going to be the lowest this team has ever scored in a half this season. I think they were held to 5 maybe in one quarter versus Frankfort, but 9.5 for an Axtell team that averages over, I had it here just a minute ago, over 40 points per game for sure. Cannot find the mark anywhere so far tonight. First miss on the other end by Lebo. That's going to be Andrew Conrad taking the miss. Defensive rebound, pulled down Axtell. Colin Shaughnessy faked on a three, now Bussing down low. Turns, shoots over the bigger Zach Oswald. And Grady Bussing puts it down for two. Just how these Axtell Eagles started the game by going down low and where they need to continue to go in this contest. Up and under shot, no kick out three. Reisner, that one's bottomed for Dominic Reisner. His first points here in this one as the senior cans the triple for Lebo. Reisner had 10 points the other night, 0 for 1 from behind the arc, but was 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Had that stat a little bit ago. Axtell averages almost 60 points per game, not even close to that 40 mark. They average 58 points per game, and coming off that very impressive 54-32 win over St. John's Beloit Tipton Wednesday, the Eagles cannot get anything going here offensively. Detweiler will be the inbounder on the kickball from Lebo. Same starting five out there for Axtell. Grady Bussing, Colin Shaughnessy, Eli Brocksterman, Wyatt Detweiler, and Brandon Schmelzling. Dominic Reisner is going to be called now for his second personal foul as that sends Eli Brocksterman to the line for 2 free throws. Broxman only 2 points in that first half, all 2 from the line. Free throw there for the junior rims out. Axtell was 3 for 4 from the line in that first half. Don't want to say that kept him in the game, but score 9 points and you don't make 3 of those from the line. That's a rough offensive first half. Second one drops down for Broxterman. Splits the pair there for the Eagles. Pulls this now to within a 3-point contest. Shoemaker trying to break down. Schmelzley top side. Reiser trying to get into the paint. Now Durst wide open. Got right past Wyatt Detweiler without a thought in the world. Puts it in for 2. 5-point advantage, Lebo. Broxterman top side, kicks it to Detweiler. Bussing, 12-foot shot. That's good. Back-to-back buckets here for Grady Bussing. And you know what? Zach Oswald is not going to come outside of the paint. Shoot it from about 6 feet away. Up a little floater now for Grayson Shoemaker. Here's that offense we were looking for. Back-to-back we go. It's now 19-14. Lebo still ahead by 5. Top side, Shaughnessy with it, guarded tightly by Reisner. Now around the horn to Smelsley. Top side, Bussing thought about a 3. Crowd kind of wanted him to shoot it, but smartly gives it off to Smelsley. That's a charge. No! A late charge call about 3 seconds after Grayson Shoemaker hit the deck will be called on Brandon Smelsley. It's not a bad call by any means, as Smelsley just threw that right shoulder right into the chest of Shoemaker, but very late. Head coach Jason Tynan looking for an explanation, and big problems for the Axtell offense. Brandon Smelsley, 3 fouls now. And I say for the Axtell offense, just for the team in general, Smelsley only with 4 points in that first half, and now runs through a screen set by Caleb Durst. Brandon Smelsley, 2 quick fouls out here at half, and that's going to be it for the junior here early on in this second half. Jason Tynan is irate, trying to call a timeout. He's out at half court. No referee is looking at him. He'll finally get it. Eagles trailing 19-14.
Access denied.
We've all been there. When you can't connect the thingy to the whatchamacallit, and the whatchamacallit can't find the Wi-Fi network. Well, Blue Valley Technologies has a solution that can help you with all your connected devices. Tech Home with unlimited multi-device support to help you get your home connected and even tune up your computer. Find more details at bluevalley.net/techhome.
With gear for any outdoor enthusiast needs, making a stop at Tuttle Creek Outdoors in Randolph is a must. High-quality products and knowledgeable staff, Tuttle Creek Outdoors has you covered for all your hunting, fishing, camping, and marine service needs. Offering daily military discounts store-wide, make your next outdoor adventure memorable by visiting Tuttle Creek Outdoors along Highway 77 in Randolph, Kansas, and keep doing what you love while they handle the rest.
Earning a degree is easy with Highland Community College. Highland offers multiple locations and technical training across Northeast Kansas. Can't make it to campus? No problem with Highland's online classes. Live out of state? Pay one low rate of $126 per credit hour. Enrollment is open now, so visit us at highlandcc.edu. Highland Community College. Close to home, far from debt.
An extended time out there as Jason Tynan was just, we're going to say he's chatting with the refs for that entire minute and a half. Brandon Smelsley picks up his 4th personal foul on the second time now. He has, quote-unquote, ran through a screen. Head coach Jason Tynan's explanation is, they're setting screens with their legs about 3 feet apart. 3-ball, Eli Broxterman's going to end that conversation. Big triple there for the junior. First one here so far tonight. Let's see if defensively that gets it going. Charge on the other end. Dominic Reisner picks it up, and who else but Broxterman steps in front and draws that charge after canning that big triple. What a change of emotions here for the Eagles. 4:21 left to play, 19-17. Broxterman again. No, not that one. A little heat check there for the junior right in front of the Axtell bench. If that would have went down, this house would have went to rocking. Regardless, Axtell needs another stop defensively. Inside, Oswald working against Bussing. Double team comes. Oswald through the double team and just throws it up. Zach Oswald just tosses it through the arms of Bussing. Strong take there for the junior. Now turnover. Shaughnessy threw it into the knee of Oswald. The backside official is going to call it a kick ball. If not, it would have went right back to Lebo on the turnover break there for Axtell. So Brandon Smelsley moments ago picks up his 4th personal foul, ran through a screen set by Caleb Durst. That's the second time tonight that Smelsley has got that call, and that's why head coach Jason Tynan was so upset during that timeout. That and the officials have not acknowledged his timeout so far tonight. Double dribble inside. Grady Bussing had it knocked away, tried to regain it, put it back down to defense there by Shoemaker, forced the Axtell turnover. Reisner across the timeline now, 21-17 our score. Splits the defense against Shaughnessy. No shot there for Andrew Conrad. Good defense by Axtell. Back the other way. Detweiler scoreless in this one. Cross-court skip pass. Reiser comes away with it. No. Now Shoemaker does. Shoemaker at the other end against Detweiler. Up and down for two. Grayson Shoemaker, 4 points now in this contest. 4 points in the third, 10 on the game for the 20-point-per-game score. And Axtell now trailing by 5. Shaughnessy, a long three, no good. Colin Shaughnessy, 0 for 2 from behind the line at the other end. Shoemaker lining through, no good on the nice little athletic runner. Back comes Axtell. Both teams out and running. Detweiler left side, cross-court basket into the hands of Brocksterman. Landon Schmelze inside the lane, loses it, kicks it out. Shaughnessy, 3 straight on, no. Colin Shaughnessy cannot find the mark from deep tonight, and Grady Bussing is going to be whistled inside for the foul, going for the offensive rebound. Logan Sandman now back into the contest for Wyatt Detweiler, and Lebo wants to take themselves a timeout. We'll take it with them. 30-second break. We're back after this.
Travelong by Landall in Waterville is looking for career-minded individuals, currently hiring trailer refurbishment staff, including welders, paint prep, painters, and assemblers on first shift. This stable family-owned company offers competitive wages, raises, and promotions, plus a 4% attendance bonus based off your gross weekly wage. Benefits include paid time off, paid holidays, incentive bonus, employer-paid life, short-term and long-term disability insurance, comprehensive health insurance, and more. Apply online at Landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. Landall Company, EEO Vets and Disability, welcome.
Here in this one, Axtell trails 23-17. It was 4-3 Eagles at the end of one quarter. Lebo outscored Axtell 9-5 in that second, and here so far, outscoring Axtell quite a bit. Let me see here, 11-6 so far in this third. Axtell has not been able to find the mark from 3 so far tonight. 1 for 6 from that mark this evening. Oh, now a foul will be called on Landon Schmitz out top. And head coach Jason Tynan wasn't happy before. He's really not happy after that one. Offensive player kind of ran into the back of Schmitz. It's going to be a defensive foul on the sophomore. Fourth one now, too, for Axtell, as the next one will send Lebo to the line for free throws the rest of the way in this quarter. Axtell needing to get out and run, get to the rim, too, as well. This Axtell team has not been attacking down low. Zach Oswald picked up 3 fouls early on, and now a foul will be called on Colin Shaughnessy for blowing through a screen. Third one now on Axtell for just blowing through a screen set. And like we mentioned, now free throws for Lebo the rest of the way. And this could be a very, very important stretch for Axtell in this final 2:14 of this third quarter, trailing here by 5. Free throws the rest of the way for a good free throw shooting Lebo team. Andrew Conrad at the line calmly knocks down the first of 2. Second one upcoming now for the junior. One dribble right hand, puts that one up. Off the rim, no good. And a offensive rebound called on Grayson Shoemaker. First one there on the senior for going over the back. Third team foul now for Lebo in this quarter. Axtell has scored 6 points here so far in this third quarter. They scored 5 in the second, 4 in the first. This Lebo team and their length have caused havoc for Axtell all evening. They just don't tend to want to get downhill so far tonight. Shaughnessy will. A lot of contact. No foul again will be called as Shaughnessy misses that one. Back the other way. Here comes Lebo. Shoemaker left side against Smith. Now gives it out to Conrad. Working a little two-man game left side between the two. No charge called. Logan Sandman did a good job to step in, but a missed shot by Grayson Shoemaker. Back-to-back misses there for Shoemaker. Shaughnessy thought about a 3. Kicks it now back out to Sandman near corner. Around the horn it goes. Grady Bussing top side. 4 points here for the senior in this quarter. Broxman trying to back down his defender. Kicks it out. Top side now, Shaughnessy against Reisner. Broxman topside screen and roll with Shaughnessy. Broxman steps into a three. That one's down for Eli Broxman, and his second three of this quarter on the screen and roll. Not a very good offensive set if you're Axtell, but at the end of it, a ball finds the bottom of the net. Needing a stop here in the final 53 seconds. Trailing by 4. Still have 1 quarter left to play. Axtell 5-1 when trailing at halftime this season. They trailed 9-12 at halftime of this one. Still trailing by 4 with 38 ticks left to go into the third. Nearly forced the turnover. Leads to a Conrad three, and he hits it. Andrew Conrad picked up that phone. Answers the triple back from Broxterman. 7-point contest right back to where we were. Topside Broxterman, Grady Bussing here going into Oswald. That is not a team. Charge will be called on Grady Bussing. Oswald did a good job of falling down on that one. Grady barely touched him. This will force Grady out now with 3 personal fouls. Of course, Brandon Schmelsley on the bench with 3 fouls too as well. Axtell, a physical team, not being allowed to play physical here in this state contest. Needing a stop with 10 seconds left. Trailing by 7 are the Eagles. Topside Conrad gets inside. Now kicks it off to Durst. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Downhill Conrad again, and a charge on the other side. And that wasn't much better. I think that was just a makeup call. Andrew Conrad slid past. I believe it was Landon Schmitz who drew the charge. Slid past him. Smith did a good job of selling it, just like Oswald did. And they'll go back now to Axtell. 2.5. Detweiler across the timeline. 3 up. No good. Axtell at the end of 3 quarters. Trails by 7. 8 more minutes for a chance to play in a state championship contest.
Your authorized Hustler dealer with service is Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville. Built durable, comfortable, and here in the state of Kansas, Hustler mowers are designed to handle any terrain you have. Don't settle for a flimsy unit from the big box store. Stocked with a full line of residential zero-turn mowers, Blue Valley Trailers has the mower designed to get the job done at the right price. Look over the complete selection of Hustler mowers at Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville or online at bluevalleytrailers.com.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need. B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-framed buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Axtell trailing by 7 as we enter the last quarter. Here's going to be a hook foul called on Zach Oswald. Big man for Lebo picked up 2 early in the first quarter, and Axtell has not attacked him. Here's an offensive foul called on the big man as he got around Logan Sandman, but maybe the stop that Axtell was needing sends it back to the Eagles offensively, but this offense has stayed on the bus so far here today. 21% shooting on the game, 18% from behind the arc for 3. Colin Shaughnessy so far 0 for 6 from the floor, scoreless. Wyatt Detweiler 0 for 3, scoreless. Landon Schmitz, not a shot yet, but still scoreless. Grant Bussing had some opportunities, 0 for 3, though, scoreless on the mark. Brandon Schmelsley on the bench with 4 personal fouls, too, here as we enter this fourth quarter. Broxterman had 2 big triples in that third to pull Axtell close, but Axtell needs to attack the rim here and get those shots on the kick out. Let's see what this 5 out there of Sandman, Detweiler, Broxterman, Shaughnessy, and Schmitz can do. More of a guard already in the lineup. Through the contact, no foul. We're going to stay with Axtell, though. Good job by Eli Broxterman taking it right to the rim, as we talked about. Saw an arm go right through his, and it'll stay with the Eagles. Detweiler box set. Here's where Axtell is so good coming out of timeouts. Brockman left corner. Gets it up, foul, and a shot will be called. Grayson Shoemaker was on the ground, but he reached up and grabbed Brockman's legs as Brockman was letting that one fly. So Eli now at the line for 2 free throws. See if he can get this Axtell offense going. It's been a clean game so far other than the scoring for Axtell. Misses that free throw there is Eli Brockman, and a big point here in this contest, 27-20. Of course, reminder coming up after this game at 8 o'clock, Frankfort Lady Wildcats take on South Gray in the 1A Division I girls semifinal action out in Colby. Bruce Deerking will have that call. Max Lasky here with you from Great Bend as we have the last 2 evenings, and we'll be back tomorrow. Hanover Lady Wildcats already punched their ticket to a state championship game tomorrow at 6 o'clock. They will face on Lebo or Wichita County. Axtell here trying to fight back to get to a state title game, first time since 2013. Step back shot is missed by Shoemaker. Ball still on the ground. Smelsley kicks it around, and a kick ball on Axtell will be the official call. So Axtell defensively has done a good job on this Lebo squad. They've held them to 27 points so far here in this contest, but Axtell, a team that scores almost 60 points a game, held to 21 so far through the first 3.5 quarters. 6 minutes left to go here in this contest. Winner will go on and face 4-seeded Cunningham as they took out top-seeded Dighton earlier today, 61-58. That is Cunningham's first trip to the state title game in school history on their second semifinal appearance. Axtell looking to get back to the game for the first time since 2013 when they won it. Eagles had an opportunity last year but ran into this Lebo team and fell 68-52. Same squad back. Eagles had such high expectations. Inside, though, up bunny is going to be missed by Andrew Conrad. Good defense, Wyatt Detweiler. Detweiler ahead to Brockman. Brockman, Smelsley misses it. Logan Salmon, though, good hustle. What's going to be the call? Jump ball. It will stay with Axtell. And just where that Axtell team is so good, they moved the ball with the pass. Detweiler to Brockman to Smelsley. Or Schmitz, but couldn't quite finish it, was Landon Schmitz. Schmitz a little upset with himself, will take a seat on the bench. So far 0 for 4. That was his first shot, 0 for 1 scoreless, though. Had himself, of course, a tough basketball season. Torn rotator cuff, or partially torn during the football season. Only 4th game back this year. A lot of Axtell fans standing at the top of the railing, opposite side of the court here in Great Bend. Getting a little nervous as we go down to the wire here. Eagles trailing by 6, but with the ball. It's been an offense that has not scored double digits in any quarter so far here today. Brockman with the hand in his face, hands it. Third triple for Eli Brockman. Good defense by Grayson Shoemaker, better shot making. Shoemaker at the other end throws it to Durst on the rotation. Axtell out of it. Inside, back to Shoemaker through the contact, and no foul, but the bucket will go down for Grayson Shoemaker. Smelsley left side with it down low. Salmon up. Absolutely hacked, but no foul call. Ball still on the ground. Jason Tynan wanting a timeout. Bodies flying. Finally, a jump ball will be called. And again, we're going to get the towels out. Jump ball will go back over to Lebo. As head coach Jason Tynan still getting into it with the referees here near side. We're just catching us. Brandon Smelsley has 2 personal fouls due to running through screens. Now, granted, a big physical man can easily do that. But head coach Jason Tynan has not been happy with it so far here tonight. Axtell still, though, with a chance, trailing only by 5 with 5 minutes left to go. But it seems every time Axtell scores, Lebo quickly back the other way, puts one down. Shoemaker right side, 1-on-1 against Brockman. Wants a push off. Will get the shot, though. Grayson Shoemaker, back-to-back buckets now, 14 points for the senior. At the other end, Detweiler almost loses it. Kicks it out. Shaughnessy, 3-ball. No, not that one. Colin Shaughnessy 0 for 4 from the line. And now Wyatt Detweiler is going to get called for a foul 90 feet away from the basket. He clearly had the ball, but a foul will be called now on the sophomore. First here for Detweiler. Axtell trailing 31-24. They started this game off with only 4 points, and since then, Lebo has turned it up offensively. Axtell has not answered. Oswald inside will be fouled hard by Logan Sandman, and that will send Zach Oswald to the line for 2 free throws. Sandman picks up his second personal foul. Zach Oswald at the line where he is 1 for 1 here early on in this contest. First free throws here in the fourth quarter for Lebo. Knocks that one down and pushes this lead up to 8. Second one up coming now for the big man. Cans that one. 9-point advantage, Lebo. 5 minutes left to go. Axtell shooting at 21% on the game, 18% from line. Sandman lights up a 3, though. Logan Sandman pans that one from straight on, and head coach Jason Dinan wants to take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second with him. Be back after this.
If your vehicle is looking like it just went through a money rally race, or perhaps it's been target practice for the neighborhood bird gang, then you need to get your car washed today at the Axtell Car Wash. The Axtell Car Wash has 2 enclosed self-service bays, even one size for semi-tractors. Just pull in, pay with your bank card, and wash all the dirt, mud, bugs, and bird stuff off your vehicles. You don't have to drive far to get a clean car. Just visit the Axtell Car Wash, proud supporter of the Axtell Eagles.
33-27, our score. 4:57 left to play in this contest. Max Blasky with you here this evening. Winner of this game will go on to face Cunningham in the championship game tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Loser will take on Dighton in the 3rd and 4th place game. Axtell led 4-3 at the end of the first quarter, but it's been all Lebo since then. They've held this Eagles team that scores 60 points per game to just 27 so far here with 5 minutes left. Axtell will full court press. Don't know why they haven't done this all game long. Athletic ability, Axtell probably a better team. What's it do? It forces a turnover. Eli Broxterman in the grill of Dominic Reisner turns it over for the first time here in this fourth quarter. It seems like whenever Axtell scored, Lebo would come back and score 2 as well. There they get it stopped. So does Axtell. Let's see if they can string back-to-back scores together for the Eagles. Haven't done it yet so far tonight. Be a good time for a bucket here. Brandon Schmelsley back out there with those 5 fouls. Eli Broxman, 3 is going to be blocked by Shoemaker. Shoemaker read that one perfectly. Back the other way goes Lebo. Almost stolen away, and now it is by Schmelsley. Here comes Colin Shaughnessy down the right side. In and out, dribble, now kicks out Detweiler. Detweiler back to Shaughnessy against the big man. Up and down for Colin Shaughnessy. His first bucket comes with 4:13 to play in this contest. Axtell now trails only by 4. Full court pressure again here for the Eagles. Into the hands of Shoemaker. Plenty of time to play good defense. Axtell crowd chanting defense. Inside Shoemaker. Little floater over Detweiler, and that's just a Division I shot right there for Grayson Shoemaker. Took the bump through the lane, floated, put it up past the defense. Broxterman top side sends it to Smelsley. Smelsley puts his shoulder down into Oswald. Good kick out now, Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy inside again. Lane, no, not that one. Colin Shaughnessy misses the 3-foot bunny, and that's probably shot number 5 or 6 that Axtell has missed from 3 foot or less tonight. Head coach Jason Tynan begging for a defensive stop here. Top side, Reisner gets into the lane. Up and down for Dominic Reisner. Lebo pushes this one right back up to 8 points with 3 minutes left. Broxman walks into a 3. Halfway down and out, no good. Offensive rebound, though, Smelsley. Smelsley on the ground with it. Travel, game's not, it's still going. A timeout was called by Lebo on the ground. Didn't even have possession, but we'll give it to them. Full timeout, Lebo. Eagles trail 37-29.
Little Joe's 66 service in Axtell is a proud supporter of Axtell schools and Axtell athletics. If you have automotive repair needs, call Joe at 785-736-2824. With satisfied customers from all over the area, Little Joe's 66 service is the place to turn for all of your automotive repair needs.
For all of your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and excavation services, there's only one call to make. Eagle HVAC and Heating. Formerly Dave's Hardware in Axtell, the guys at Eagle HVAC and Heating look forward to continuing the success they've built over the years. Offering all heating, ventilation, air conditioning needs, as well as carrying a wide variety of name-brand appliances. They do plumbing and electrical, as well as excavation service. Give Eagle HVAC and Heating a call today in Axtell.
Eagles with 9 points here in the fourth quarter. They scored 11 in the third, only 5 in the second, and 4 in the first. Trail 37 to 29, on possibly the worst shooting performance I think I've seen this Axtell Eagles squad here this season so far. Eagles will full court press. Lebo breaks it, though, timely. Eagles have forced turnovers here the last couple possessions. Will try and do it again with 3:50 left to play. Topside, Reisner guarded tightly by Broxman. Broxman trying to get his hands in those cookie jars. Reisner right pass and blocked by Sandman. It'll stay, though, with the Wolves. Big block there by Logan Sandman as Dominic Reisner got right around Eli Broxman. Reisner will be the trigger man with 2:42 left to play. State coverage doesn't end after this. Frankfort Lady Wildcats tip off at 8 o'clock versus South Gray, at 8 o'clock versus South Gray out in Colby. Bruce Dierking will have that call coming up here in just about an hour. Personal foul will be called on Wyatt Detweiler. That's the second on the freshman. He goes to the bench for Landon Schmitz. Broxman, Smelsley, Sandman, Schmitz, and Shaughnessy, your 5 out there for the Eagles. The depth of Axtell has not come through like I hoped it would when we started this contest. Inside, there goes Shoemaker. Not that shot. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out now on the reversal. Reisner inside. Kicks it baseline. Shot up for Conrad. 3. Hard on that one. Defensive board pulled down Eli Broxman. Eagles still with a chance. 3:15 left to play. Colin Shaughnessy travels with it in the near corner. Huge turnover for Axtell as the sophomore, only his 4th game back this season, couldn't keep those happy feet from moving. 8-point advantage Wolves. Full court pressure here for Axtell. Into Reisner. Reisner will be trapped, gets it off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker across the far timeline. Now gets all the way to the rim, kicks it back out near side. Now stolen by Schmitz. Schmitz makes up for that travel. Back the other way. Landon Schmitz all the way to the rack for 2. And Tynan wants to take a timeout. Beautiful defensive play there by Landon Schmitz for his first bucket of the evening. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this word.
Western National Bank in Summerfield wants you to feel good about where you are with your money. Available when you need them and offering online and personal services, Western National Bank will make sure to keep you and your money happy. Call Western National Bank at 244-6211 to make your money smile. Member FDIC.
Hanover Girls already claimed a spot in a state championship game tomorrow at 6:15. Axtell looking to get back there for the first time since 2013. Trailing by 6 here, though, just under 2 minutes left to play. Inbound pass to Shoemaker, cross court now to Reisner. Reisner will be guarded by Schmitz. Schmitz with just the big steal in the big bucket moments ago. Now Reisner, far side hounded. Gets it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker down the lane, up and down for 2. Grayson Shoemaker right through the defense. 18 points now for the 20-point per game score. It was going to be key for Axtell to slow him down, and they have not been able to here so far tonight. Top that with horrendous shooting. 3-ball. Holy cow! Eli Broxman, a one-legged satyr from the college line, and now Broxman is down on the court. an official timeout, I think, as Broxman is just cramping on that right calf. He came up gimpy on the shot, and what a shot it was. A follow-away three ball from straight on. He got to half court and finally just fell down. Looking at that right ankle, hopefully it is just a cramp, and Eli can come back. Broxman, the lone bright spot here for the Eagles in the second half. He had 7 points in the third quarter, 7 now in the fourth after that three. A foul will be called on Brandon Schmelsley, and that is his fifth. That will do it for the do-it-all guard for Axtell. Brandon Schmelsley fouls out with 1:13 left to play. Only 4 points to his name here in this contest for the 13-point-per-game scorer. As he will be done, can only watch the final 1:13 from the bench. Only fourth team foul now for Axtell. Reisner will be the inbounder after this timeout from head coach Jason Tynan. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a break with them. Axtell needing something here offensively, trailing 39-34.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
Good news here for the Axtell Eagles. Looks like Eli Broxman will check in here at the next dead ball. Was just a cramp in that right calf. Down there getting stretched out. We'll all be back on the court. 39-34 our score. Axtell led early 4-0, but ever since then it has been all Lebo Wolves. 5-point advantage. Lebo's ball underneath their own basket. 1:13 left to play here in this one. Brandon Schmelsley already found out with 4 points for Axtell. Grayson Shoemaker, 18 for the Wolves, leads the way in all scores on both sides. Inside to Durst, we're going to hound him, and now Wyatt Detweiler will foul him for the fifth personal foul. That was a called foul coming out of the timeout by head coach Jason Tynan as Detweiler went right after Caleb Durst. Durst is 0 for 2 from the line so far here in this contest. Only 2 points to his name midway through that third quarter. Wyatt Detweiler picks up his third personal foul as Durst misses the first free throw. Still a 2-possession game here for Axtell. Second free throw, shot, no. Durst missed both of them, goes 0 for 2. Axtell trailing by 5. Schmelsley all the way to the rim against the big man. Up and down for Landon Smith, Landon Smith, coast to coast, 4 points here in the fourth quarter. Now a near steal. That's out of bounds. That's Axtell's ball. It's the Eagles' ball. Landon Smith comes up with the huge turnover in the final 57 seconds, gets the bucket, and forces the turnover. Axtell still needs to score, though, trailing by 3. 57 seconds left to go. Sandman, Schmitz, Broxman, Shaughnessy, and Detweiler, your 5 out there for the Eagles. Detweiler top side, has a timeout, now needs to throw it in. Turnover, Axtell. Bad pass, Wyatt Detweiler at the other end. Shoemaker up and down and one. A blocking foul will be called. Grayson Shoemaker, 10 points here in this fourth quarter, and he gives Lebo right back the 5-point lead. Wyatt Detweiler was looking for Eli Broxman out top. Detweiler just threw up a go-get-me ball, and Lebo went and got it. Shoemaker at the line, his first free throw here tonight. 5-point advantage Wolves. Misses that one. Rebound fought for and comes up in the hands of Durst. Durst puts it up and down. Caleb Durst, his second point of the game. Come on, a wild, athletic offensive rebound. At the other end, Landon Smith puts it down, and now we're going to start fouling. Wyatt Detweiler throws Andrew Conrad to the ground. Detweiler picks up personal foul number 4. Axtell's inability to get a stop when they needed it has been the story so far here tonight. Every time Axtell would score a bucket. Lebo would go down, and an easy 2 regardless would go down. At the line for 2 free throws is Andrew Conrad. Calmly knocks down that first. It is now a 2-possession game. This one will make it 3. Second one for Conrad. Misses that one. Life is still alive for Axtell. 34 seconds left. Smith down the sideline. Back the other way, Broxman. 3-ball into his face. Blocked by Conrad. Back the other way comes Lebo, and that will pretty much do it here. A foul will be committed and send Dominic Reisner to the line, but Axtell will fall here in this one after a tough, hard-fought battle in semifinal action. Personal foul, Colin Shaughnessy. 2 fouls now for the sophomore. He had 2 points in this one. Brandon Schmelsley fouls out with 113, only 4 points. Eli Broxman, he will finish with a nice night of 15, but it won't be enough. At the line, Dominic Reisner. 2 free throws. Does miss the first one, though. It is still a 6-point game. 22 seconds left. Head coach Jason Tynan out of timeout. Need a miracle. Second one goes down. It's a 7-point game, and Lebo takes the timeout. We'll take a break with them to reset. Bring you back for the final 22.
Calling all ranchers and livestock owners. Safeguard your herd with livestock risk protection insurance. Protect your investment against market volatility and unexpected losses. Whether you raise cattle or pigs, ensure your livelihood with coverage tailored to your needs. Don't leave your profits to chance. Secure your future in the barn and the market. Livestock risk protection, because your animals and your bottom line deserve the best defense. Call SBS Insurance now to fence in your financial security.
Axtell Eagles trail this one 45-38. They led 4-3 at the end of first half, trailed 12-9 at halftime. Got outscored 15-11 in the third quarter, and just not enough by the Eagles as this Lebo squad that knocked out Axtell of the state tournament last year looks to do it again here in 2023-24. Eagles trailing now by 8. With 22 seconds left. Detweiler across the timeline. Looking for a shooter near side. It's Broxman. 3-ball missed. Sandman rebound. Foul will be called, though. But it'll be all window dressing from here as Logan Sandman gets the offensive rebound. Draws the foul on Dominic Reisner. Grayson Shoemaker, the 1,000-point scorer in his career. Axtell held him to 6 in the first half. He had 10 in the fourth quarter to push this lead up to Lebo. Broxman topside 3. That's an air ball, and that's how this game has gone for Axtell. In the first period, Axtell shot 8% from the floor. At halftime, they were shooting at 21%, and it hasn't gotten any better as the Axtell Eagles fall for the second straight year in semifinal action to the Lebo Wolves. Final score, Lebo 45, Axtell 38. We'll take a timeout, come back here, recap this one, and get you ready for action on a Saturday from Great Bend.
Have an accident with your vehicle? Call Moonlight Restoration and they'll take care of you with a free estimate, and they'll turn it in to the insurance company for you. You name it, they can do it. Fender benders, auto and tractor restoration, windshield repair or replacement, spray and bed liners, sandblasting, dealer and installer of B&W hitches and drop and lock hitches. No job is too large or too small for Moonlight Restoration. If you want quality work done by skilled technicians, call Moonlight Restoration in Axtell, Kansas. Owned and operated by Brett and Nikki Runnebaum. Call 736-2359.
Make every job easier with one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. For any project inside or out, if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, get the tools you need, including Milwaukee, DeWalt, Stanley, and more. Battery-operated tools offer the convenience and mobility with the power to get the job done quickly every time. Stocked with all the blades, bits, and accessories for your convenience as well. Check out the power tools selection today and get the work started on your schedule with Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, Visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
310, sold 300. That's $5.52.
Little Steps Dance and Gymnastics Studio opens summer class enrollment March 15th. Engage your child in a fun, active environment during the summer with tumbling, cheer, jazz, and dance classes. From ages 18 months to 18 years, enroll in summer classes at littlestepsdance.com by March 15th.
KNDY has been your sports leader of local teams since the days of leather helmets. Well, okay, not that long, but since the days before the Blue Valley and Nemaha Valley Leagues combined, for over 40 years, KNDY has been your source for scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long. The game and technology may have changed, but our coverage remains the same. KNDY, your area sports leader, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
The Axtell Eagles fall in this one. Final score 45-38 as Lebo knocks out Axtell, the winner's side of this 1A Division II bracket for the second straight year. Lebo held an Axtell team that scored 60 points or more 10 times this year. They scored 70 twice. They scored 80 once. Lebo held Axtell to 38 points in this contest. It was good shooting or good defense from Lebo, but the shooting from Axtell, probably the worst that it's been all season and not what you want in a state semifinal game. Axtell shot at 27% from the floor in that contest. They shot 8% in the first quarter and never could get back into this contest. Axtell did leave at the end of one, 4-3. They trailed 12 to 9 at halftime. Lebo outscored Axtell 15-11 in the fourth, and they both put up 18 points in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't enough as Axtell falls 45-38 to move on to the third place contest tomorrow at noon versus top-seeded Dighton County, who lost to Cunningham earlier this afternoon. Looking at scoring first for Lebo, they were led by Grayson Shoemaker, 20 points per game score on the season. He hit 20 in this one. 10 of them in the fourth quarter pushed the Wolves to their second straight 1A Division II state championship game. It was balanced attack as Zach Oswald had 9 points. The big man for Lebo got 2 fouls early in the first quarter, but Axtell did not attack him to get him out of this contest, and the guards looked timid the rest of the way for the Eagles. 6 points for Andrew Conrad, 6 points for Dominic Reisner, and 4 points for Caleb Durst, including a big one to push this one out. Lebo's turned it over 14 times. Axtell only turned it over 11 times, but again, shooting percentage. Lebo shot at 47% from the floor. Axtell only 25. Axtell 14 of 51, 5 of 20 from behind the arc. Wyatt Detweiler was held scoreless. Colin Shaughnessy, only 2 points in this contest, and they came late in the fourth quarter. 4 points from Brandon Schmelsley. Eli Brocksherman did pitch in 16 points. It took him 18 shots to get there, though, as Axtell's big three only combined to score 22 points. That is Brocksherman, Shaughnessy, and Schmelsley combined for 22. Grady Bussing had 6 points, 6 points for Landon Schmidt, and 4 points for Logan Sandman, too, as well. But again, Eagles fall in this one, 45-38. They will take on top-seeded Dighton in the third and fourth place game. So get this, the top two seeds are in the third and fourth place game. Meanwhile, in the championship, it'll be the 4 and it'll be the 6 seed. What a wonderful game of basketball. Earlier on this evening, the Hanover Lady Wildcats punched their ticket to a second straight Class 1A Division II championship game. Lady Wildcats 56-28 over Northern Valley. They will await the winner of Lebo and Wallace County. Wildcats will play tomorrow at 6:15. Elsewhere around the area, Centralia Lady Panthers fell by 8 to Little River out in Class 1A Division I. And in 2A, the Valley Heights Lady Mustangs fell to Riverside 53-44. Action continues tonight, though, coming up here at 8 o'clock. Bruce Dierking will have the call as the Frankfort Lady Wildcats match up against South Gray as Frankfort tries to be the second TVL team to play for a state championship this year. Again, Axtell falls in this one 45-38. Eli Brocksterman with 16 points. Brandon Schmelzley with 4, fouled out in the last 1:13. And Colin Shaughnessy only with 2 points here in this one. It is a young Axtell team, though. Of course, only 2 seniors on the squad, so experience, but a tough way to go out of the winner's side of the bracket. They will get one more opportunity, though, tomorrow at noon against Dighton. Again, for KNDY Radio, this has been Max Blasky from Great Bend, Kansas. Thank you all for tuning in this afternoon. We will be right back on tomorrow, but of course, stay tuned to KNDYradio.com and our Facebook page. Stay up to date where your favorite team will be playing in the last and final day of state championship action. Again, from Barton County Community College, Great Bend, Kansas, this has been Max Blasky. Sending it out to Bruce Dierke and Colby here in just a little bit. Have a great rest of your night, and everyone, drive home safe wherever you're going.
KNDY.